We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. And we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kidsweek, where we're learning about how Jesus' power pulls us through. Today, we're going to learn about how Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. I have some very exciting news. Cam and his crew fixed the tracks, so now he and all of his fellow trains can make all those deliveries that they were hoping to make. Yay, Cam! Woohoo! Yay, Cam!
Did I hear my name?
Oh, you did indeed.
Are you guys talking about me?
We are.
Are you cheering for me?
We are indeed. We heard that you fixed the tracks, so now you can make all those deliveries you wanted to make.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see about that. So, look, a squirrel.
Oh, what? Cam? Cam, where are you? Why are you hiding?
If you see the conductor at any point, will you tell him I went and watered my lawn?
Cam, I don't know why you're hiding, but you should come out and just tell us what's going on. I'm sure we'll find out anyways.
Well, maybe I should wear a disguise. What do you think, mate?
Unless you're trying to disguise yourself as a tree, I don't think it's going to work. Why don't you just tell us what's going on?
Well, you see, the conductor said that before we can go down the mountain, we've got to go up and down a really steep mountain.
Oh.
And I've never done that before, but conductor said it's just about time to get rolling, so guess it's full steam ahead.
I thought that's what you wanted, delivering all the M&Ms and all.
It is, but I've never been up and down such a steep mountain before. I've been up tiny little hills and over long flat plains and around crazy curvy bends and tall bridges, but I've never been up such a tall mountain or all the way back down.
I understand. Doing new things takes courage and boldness. That's why I'm glad that I don't have to tackle those things alone. Jesus' power helps me be bold. Trust Jesus. You don't have to face it with your own power. You can trust that the one who is strong enough to make the mountain is strong enough to help you get over it.
Wow, that really helps, but I'm still nervous.
Well, we have some songs that might help give you the boldness to tackle this new challenge. Songs that will remind you that Jesus' power helps you be bold. Trust Jesus.
That sounds great. I'll stick around and hear the songs to remind me about Jesus' power, and then I'll go tell the conductor I'm ready to roll.
We believe in you, Cam.
Thanks, guys.
Well, I hope everybody has a good rest of their day learning about how Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. I'll see you back here later. Bye.
Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. There's a spirit I cannot contain. There's a spirit I cannot contain. The same power that raised Jesus up from the grave, the same spirit I cannot contain. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. Breath upon these bones, your fire in my soul, your kingdom is my home, and I don't walk alone. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So
3 of Kidsweek at Park Street Church, and it's Bible adventure time once again.
Hello, kids. Welcome back to Bible Adventures.
It is so great to have you back again this morning. We have got yet another story for you today, and let's check. Kyle, where do you think today's story is from?
I think today's story is from the television.
Kyle,
Yes?
we've been over this a lot in the last 10 years.
Yes?
Do I need to remind you again?
Yes.
Our stories come from the Bible.
Oh, right. Bible Adventures. That makes more sense than the TV.
It sure does. All of our stories are from the Bible. And are stories from the Bible true or made up?
They are true.
Kyle is correct now that he has remembered the stories are from the Bible, because even though they happened long time ago, they are still true. So just like we do, we're going to go ahead and read today's story, and then we're going to go through it together to help us learn. Ready, everyone? Awesome. Let's find our page for today. Here we go. All right. One day, Peter and John were going to the temple. They saw a man who could not walk. He had not been able to walk his whole life. The man was begging for money. Peter told him, "We have no money to give you, but we will give you what we do have. In Jesus' name, stand up and walk." Immediately, the man jumped up. His legs were strong. He began walking and leaping and praising God, and all the people who saw him were amazed. Peter told the people, "We did not make this man walk. Jesus did." And many more people believed in Jesus that day. Wow, this is an amazing story that we've got today about Jesus's friends who were boldly sharing Jesus's love, right? We've learned all week about Jesus's power. On the first day, we learned that Jesus's power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
And on the second day, we learned that Jesus's power gives us hope.
Trust Jesus.
And today we're going to learn about how Jesus' power helps us to be bold.
Trust Jesus.
Kyle's got it. So let's talk some more about the story. So Peter and John were going to the temple, which is like all of us coming to Park Street Church. And outside the temple, they saw a man whose legs didn't work. He'd never been able to walk in his whole life. Kids, what would you miss if you couldn't walk? What do you think?
Excuse me.
Yes, Kyle? Yes?
I don't walk. I swim.
Kyle is correct. What would happen if you couldn't swim?
Oh, wow. That seems like that would be very different for me.
I think Kyle is right. It would be very different if you weren't able to walk. So the man in this story who was not able to walk sat at the gate all day asking people for money. And that day, Peter and John came by, so he asked them for money. So we're going to pretend to be that man asking for money. Yes, I'll help you with this one. Please help me.
Please help me. I need money. Please help me.
So, like Kyle is doing, this is what the man was doing when Peter and John came by. And as Peter and John came by, Peter told the man to look at him, and he said, "I don't have any money for you, but I'll give you what I do have." That's surprising. I wonder what Peter wanted to give the man instead. Kids, what do you think?
Well, I have an idea.
You do?
Well, I have to assume it had something to do with Jesus' power, since that's what we've been talking about.
You know, good guess, Kyle. I think you are right. Because guess what happens next, kids? Peter takes the man's hand and says, "In the name of Jesus Christ, get up and walk." Peter helped the man stand up for the first time in his whole entire life. Let's go for big surprised face here, kids. Oh my goodness, this man was so excited that he started running around the temple, jumping and dancing. Let's jump and dance a little bit.
All right.
Woo! Woo, 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 woo! He was so excited. This was just crazy surprise level. Again, back to your surprise face, kids. So unbelievable. And the people in the temple were equally amazed to see the man jumping and dancing. They'd been seeing him sitting at the gate every time they went to temple for years and years and years, and they knew he couldn't walk. He wasn't faking it. They knew he couldn't walk. And so they rushed to see if it was really true, and then those people told their friends, and then their friends told their friends, and then their friends told their friends, and all of a sudden,
What?
all of a sudden there was a big crowd at the temple, like big. Peter saw that people were wondering how the man had been healed, and so he boldly stood up to explain. Peter said, "We didn't heal this man.
Nope.
Jesus healed him."
Yup.
He explained that Jesus is really God's son and that he came to show us just how much God loves all of us and that we can all be Jesus' friends. Now, Peter was pretty brave to say that because not everyone believed that Jesus was God's son. But because of Peter's bold words, many people became Jesus' friends that day. Yay! But,
Uh-oh, there's a but?
there sure is, Kyle. Some leaders there did not like Jesus or his friends. Thumbs down. They didn't believe that Jesus was God's son, and they didn't want Peter or John telling people about Jesus. So they put Peter and John in jail.
In jail?
In jail. Guess what?
What?
Jail for you.
Wait a minute, what? Oh, man.
Peter and John had to stay in jail all night long. In the morning, the leaders that put Peter and John in jail came to get them. Peter and John weren't afraid of them because Jesus' power helped them be bold.
Trust Jesus.
Peter was so bold and brave that he even told the leaders about Jesus' love. The leaders were amazed. Show me the amazed, surprised face again. They couldn't believe that Peter was so brave and bold. Even though he was just a regular guy, they could tell he was a friend of Jesus and that Jesus' power helped him be bold.
Trust Jesus.
The leaders saw that everyone else was getting really excited and praising God, and they didn't want people to get mad at them. So they let John and Peter go from jail.
Whew, what a relief.
Peter and John kept boldly telling everyone about Jesus' love, whether they were in jail or not. Now, Peter wasn't afraid of the leaders, kids, and sometimes when we're afraid, we might feel weak or powerless, but when we're friends with Jesus, we don't ever have to be afraid to tell people about him, because Jesus promises to give us his power, and Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Trust Jesus.
So kids, as we wrap up today, I want you to think about someone you can tell about Jesus' love in your life and be bold like Peter and John, because Jesus' power will help you be bold.
Trust Jesus.
All right, kids, that's it for day 3. We've only got 2 more days of Bible lessons together, but I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Today we live, today we breathe, today we know that we are strong when we are weak. Today we trust, we overcome, take every chain that kept us slaves and throw them off. We're not waiting for permission, we defy our inhibition, like our middle name is fearless, son of red. If we're gonna fly, we fly like eagles, arms out wide. If we're gonna fear, we fear no evil. We will rise. By your power we will go. By your spirit we are bold. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions. Today we live, today we breathe, today we know that we are strong when we are weak. Today we trust, we overcome, take every chain that kept us slaves and throw them off. We're not waiting for permission, we defy our inhibition, like our middle name is fearless, unafraid. If we're gonna fly, we fly like eagles, arms out wide. If we're gonna fear, we fear no evil. We will rise. By your power we will go. By your spirit we are bold. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions.
It was awesome! Woo! Welcome back to Construction Junction. Today we've been talking about how Jesus' power makes us bold, and you're going to have an opportunity today to do something boldly. So follow along with me as we make our choo-choo kazoo. The things that you're going to want to get out are one of these tubes, a piece of wax paper, a rubber band, and then some things to decorate your choo-choo kazoo when you're done. So markers, stickers, the stamper, whatever you have that you want to use to decorate. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of wax paper and place it on the top of your tube. And you're going to want to make sure that the tube is sort of in the middle of the piece of wax paper. And then you're going to take your rubber band and you're going to use that to fasten around the wax paper. You might have to twist it a couple of times, maybe one time. You're going to want to make sure that that wax paper is nice and flat across the top. Next, you can just decorate it however you want to. So if you want to use markers or the stamper, like I said, some stickers, maybe write your name on it, maybe write one of your favorite Bible verses on it, or just draw pictures that remind you of how Jesus' power makes us bold. And then, this is the real challenge, is you get to play your kazoo. So listen up. Now, my challenge to you is to see if you can hum along to any of the Kidsweek songs that you're learning this week using your kazoo. I hope that that is a way that you can show that you are boldly singing to the Lord and showing again how Jesus' power makes us bold. Thanks.
Meet Lauren. She's your pretty typical kid. She loves Legos and animals.
These are freshwater fish. Mine is Peaches. My brother's is Green Lantern. My sister's is Uma.
She loves learning.
My favorite subject in school is writing. I did write. This is kind of like a comic book.
She also loves cruising around her basement on her scooter and bouncing on trampolines. Lauren also serves Jesus in a big, bold way by serving at her local food kitchen.
I saw all the people who didn't have food, so I wanted to help them. My first time I served in community kitchen, I tried it in California and I wanted to do it here. So I told my mom, and she found a place, and she said I can go.
First thing, she meets with her crew to get a plan for the day.
It feels nice and it feels like God wants me to do this because it's important that people who don't have very much things, that we need to care for them. I am the drink and dessert person. When I do desserts, I walk back and forth taking down desserts and putting them on a table.
Once everything is set up, they say a prayer before everyone is served.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the food that you have done.
It's time to start serving.
When they start, we have to pour the drinks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow! Isn't it cool to see Lauren's boldness as she serves and meets all these grown-ups?
You're welcome. We serve juice, we serve milk, and we serve coffee, hot chocolate. It makes me feel bold when I show them that I care about them and that they are important and that we should care for them. And they are always happy when I'm there. That makes me feel good. Welcome.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Lauren enjoys serving so much, she invites others to serve with her.
My brother wants to go with me, so he'll come next time.
In the Bible, the book of Isaiah tells us, He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless.
God has given me the power to show people that they matter and that it's kind to care for people who need stuff and who are just on the streets, who don't have food, who don't have homes. They need stuff, and I got the power from God to show them that they matter.
Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Same power that rose Jesus from the grave, the same power that commands the dead to wake, lives in us, lives in us.
Well, I hope everybody had a great day learning about how Jesus' power helps us be bold. Trust Jesus. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye!